I hereby issue a new challenge to that nefarious Oregonian named Buzz 1151, who totally and utterly humiliated me last year with his lucky, very lucky potato growing garden. Thus I come back for a second shot, you know. I figure if Ronda Rousey can come back and want to have another shot at the title, so can I. Not a problem. Here's the deal. We're going to make it really fair this year. 16-foot rows, 4 rows. I may wind up putting a fifth row in over here. I'm planting white potatoes and red potatoes. The option is his as to what kind he grows. But this year, things are going to be different, my friend. Let's count how many potatoes I plan to plant. Here we are, red potatoes. It just says on the package red seed. Then we have what they call Gold Rush potatoes. Gold Rush. Now the reason I selected Gold Rush, I wanted a red and a white, but the reason I selected a Gold Rush is because Gold Rush Alaska is my favorite TV show. Actually, it's the only TV show I watch. And of course, it's down for the year now. I have to wait until late in the fall, or maybe early winter. I can't remember when they start. I think it's late in the fall. They'll start the next season up, which will be season 7 of Gold Rush Alaska. Great show if you haven't been following along with it. Anyway, we're going to get those in. Hopefully, the 4 rows I have will use them all up. If not, I shall trench another row. Unfortunately, the dirt I'm planting in is mostly clay. You go down about 4 inches and it's just clay. So there's not a whole lot of nutrition in there, no nutrients, that sort of thing. So I'm going to have to beef it up. I've already added organic humus and cow manure. Next, I'll throw some sand over the top of it. I got a few 50-pound bags of sand here. I think they're 50 pounds, whatever. They feel like 10,000 pounds, to tell you the truth. It used to be easier it used to be easier to carry this heavy stuff, God. And then once I get the sand in, I'll throw a little topsoil on it over there. And that's timberline topsoil. I really don't know how good it is. I don't think I've ever used it before. I might have, I just don't remember. Then we're going to go ahead and till it all up. And I think I can get 8 plants in each row. And that would take care of all the potatoes I have. I think I'll go with red, white, red, white. So let's get all that done. And it's nice and warm and hot out here today. I'm working up a heck of a sweat. Alright, I've got the sand, the compost, and the topsoil in there. And all I have to do now is mix it up. But before I do, I'm going to go ahead and put a sprinkle of 13-13-13 over the top. And till all of that in. And then we'll plant our taters. I figure 8 per row. And that'll take care of all 32 potatoes. 33 if you count that little one. Well, the potatoes are in. All I have to do now is take the rake and cover them up, and we'll just sit back and wait for the bountiful harvest. Now, we're supposed to have rain tonight or tomorrow night, and rain a couple days later, so that's why I really wanted to get these in now. I want to plant some radishes over there, but I can't because the rain will wash them away. Thunderstorms is what we're looking for. It's the rainy season in Arkansas, and it's going to happen, but I'm hoping the potatoes will be able to settle in at least overnight. And it won't be such a hard rain that it'll rot them. I don't want that to happen. Anyway, last year old Buzz harvested, 69 pounds of potatoes. I harvested 8. But, my potatoes were round and smooth, and they looked really good. What he had was a bunch of misshapen potatoes, I kind of noticed that right off the bat. They were all kind of weird looking and strange. And they were scabby skinned. I'm almost certain I saw scabby skinned potatoes. But, I didn't want to say anything, let the boy have his day was my attitude. But I've decided to give old Buzz another chance in more ways than one. So we'll go ahead, cover these up, and await his reply. Does he want to let me win by default? Or does he want to take on another challenge? That's just the way I see it, So, actually, you could put it another way. You either let me win by default, or you lose. As simple as that, And I will be the 2016 potato growing king either way. I await your decision, big boy. If I were you, I'd talk to my subscribers and see what they say. They may say, no, don't do it. John's got it all wrapped up this year already, and they just don't want you to look bad. So I'll be waiting to see what you have to say.